sometimes we can just look at other people's lives and it feels like they just got it all figured out. Like they just got it. And we're like, damn, like sometimes I want their life. Like sometimes I want to be them, you know? And I think we need to remember that we don't have any fucking idea what they're going through. Like, we don't know what sort of shit they're dealing with. So why would we want to be in that person's shoes? We don't know if they have like this farting problem. We don't know if they have this disease where their armpits just chronically stink all the time. Like, and if you have those things, like, no shame, but you know, low-key, I don't want that shit. So we don't know if their parents abandoned them. Like, we don't know what they're fated for in life. Even if it's seemingly all perfect up till now, we don't know what could happen to them tomorrow. And obviously, like, I don't want anything bad to happen to them, but you know, I don't want their fate, I want my fate. So if someone came to me and was like, right, you can swap with this person, I wouldn't want that, you know? You never know the full story as much as you think you might. You never know. So you don't want to be them, really. I think when we compare, the feeling behind it is obviously feeling like we lack in a certain area. They have something that we lack. Oftentimes, we actually have those qualities within ourselves, but we just aren't really appreciating them enough in ourselves. So say you see someone that's like beautiful, right? And you're like, damn, like I wish I was as beautiful as them. I think it's a sign that you're not appreciating your beauty enough. You're not saying to yourself often enough, hey, you're beautiful. So when you see someone that's beautiful, it emphasizes the lack that you already feel. I see somebody else's beauty, and if I'm already happy with my beauty, and I know that I'm beautiful in a different way, and I feel beautiful, not necessarily objectively look more beautiful, if I make myself feel beautiful, then I won't be at a level where I feel the need to compare because I already feel like I don't need anything. For example, I notice that this person's really talented and I'm jealous and I'm comparing myself and I'm thinking, oh my God, am I as talented as them? Will I ever be up to scratch like they are? You've probably not been acknowledging your talent enough. And even if it's just a small thing, even if you're just good at drawing like little doodles or cartoons, like actually say to yourself, hey, you're really talented at this. Whatever it could be. Like whatever, you have to kind of applaud yourself. Even if you feel like you don't possess any of the traits that you're comparing yourself to, you have to remember that comparison and jealousy, it can show you like your soul's desires about what you really want. It can be used as a tool to see where you want to go, what you want to be. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't give a fuck if somebody's a builder. Yeah, and they're doing really well at building. Like, I would never compare myself to a builder because that's not what I want to do. But if I saw someone singing and modelling and all of these things and they were doing really well at it, then I'd feel a bit of envy, you know? And that's because that's something that I want to do. Like, it's actually such an interesting tool because there'll be things you didn't even realise that you actually wanted to do, that spark, that envy within you. Like, when I see someone drawing, like, they draw really good, like, I feel a little bit envious, you know, I feel a bit jealous. I was like, oh damn, I wish I could draw like that. I've never had a massive interest in drawing, and the jealousy kind of shows what I kind of subconsciously desire, which is super interesting. Whenever I've compared myself, it usually comes with like a feeling of hopelessness. And like when I see someone doing like so much better than me and I feel a bit jealous, I like feel like hopeless, like I could never be like them and it's all gone to waste and I may as well just give up now and there's no use. And I think that's such an ego trick that we have. What we need to remember is that there's no saying that you can't improve in certain areas. Like there's no saying that you can't get smarter, that you can't become good at drawing, that you can't be a dancer, you can't glow up in the next 2 years. If you're of age, maybe you'll have a growth spurt. Like things can change and things can change quick. So if you see someone else in a position that you want to be in, don't quit on yourself because you could be there in a year's time. And that's the thing. We all can win. Like we all can win together. And I feel like we think if one person wins, then I can't win. But that's just like such an illusion because this world is so big and there's so many opportunities. And if you didn't get the part this time, there's a better part for you out there. And maybe it's their chance to shine right now, but it's your chance to shine just a little bit later. We all can win. I know you've seen it where they say that one person's beauty doesn't take away from your beauty, because it truly doesn't. Like, there's space for all of us, and there's spaces and there's places that are crafted especially for you. You might be jealous of someone because they're slender and they're tall, and you might think, oh, no one's ever gonna date me, I'm too short and thick and stuff like that. Someone might come across you and like only like short and thick people, and like their preference is not slender and tall. Like, there's people out there that are looking just for you. Like 100 people can sing a Frank Ocean song, right? But it's only going to hit a certain way when it's sung by Frank Ocean. People will choose you above other people. You have your place, and it might feel like you don't belong anywhere or you're not wanted anywhere. I promise you that it's not going to be the case forever. This world is so expansive. There's so many opportunities that are made just for you and that you will do amazing in, and groups and communities that are made just for you. You're part of a puzzle piece out of a huge puzzle. And if you constantly try to shave off and carve who you are, which is your singular puzzle piece, you're not going to fit into the puzzle. You're always going to feel like you don't fit in. So changing yourself, shaving yourself, trying to become this person, trying to become that person, you're actually doing yourself way more harm than you would be just keeping your natural state. And it takes a while to put the pieces of the puzzle together. So you might be waiting there for a bit, but you will fit into your rightful place. But if you shave your corners and everything like that, you'll never fit in, because you belong here, not the false version of you, the crafted version of you. The crafted version of you doesn't have a secure place of belonging. It's just constantly in the in-between. And the secret to comparison, which I clocked, and it changed the absolute game for me. And I touch on this in my other video. Oftentimes we kind of compare ourselves and think that we're less than somebody else. But don't lie, okay, I know that you've compared yourself and thought, I can do that better than them. Or, I look better than her. Or, I don't know what the fuck it is, right? But you probably compared yourself and put yourself above somebody else. And like, even though this kind of feels good for a minute, like the ego kind of feels a bit fulfilled, it's actually a massive trap. Because say you put yourself on a pedestal because you have better teeth than this person. What happens when they go get their teeth fixed and they look better than yours? Then you are below them in your scale that you made up. So saying that we're better than somebody else, it hurts us because it's a false sense of confidence. It's a false sense of achievement, of success. There is no scale. We're all in our individual pedestals, and we're all good for different things, and we're all special, and we're all beautiful in our own ways. And we just don't compare. Like, there's just no way to compare us. We're too complex to compare. Like, comparing something, you do that with the color of different shoes and stuff. That's how you can compare. But we are such confusing and complex and talented and multifaceted human beings. So no matter how much we want to compare and try to make this hierarchy of who's more worthy, it's all going to be bullshit. There's no way to judge. There's no way to compare. We all come out of the same hole. We're all going in the same hole. We all have the same worth. We all bleed the same blood. There's no one like you. You are a 1 in a trillion miracle. There are like 7,000 ancestors that came before you to create the lovely being that you are. It's hard. I deleted social media and Instagram and stuff like that. I've been looking at Instagram the past couple of days, and instantly I just started comparing myself. Like, it's so easy to fall into that trap because there are a lot of fucking talented, beautiful people on this earth, you know, but you are included in all of that, and you need to make yourself feel those things. There's a place for you, 100%. There's loads of places for you, whatever path you choose to go down. You know, there's people for you, there's that partner for you, there's that job for you. that you will thrive in, that you will be the best out of the whole bunch in. You know, you are made for your life and your journey. And let's be real, if I could offer you right now to swap places with somebody else, I don't know if you would. I don't know if you truly would. If you thought it through, I think you'd want to stay as yourself, because you're more than just one thing. You're everything. You're all your experiences. You're all your choices. You spent every single day of your life with yourself, you know? So it's time you start recognizing what's so amazing about you, okay? Put that focus onto yourself. Tell yourself what you want to hear from somebody else, so much so that you're just convinced of it. All right, I'm sending loads of love to you. I know it's a really hard thing, and I'm going through it too. I'm with you, and we can do this, okay?